5 months ago, Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords was clinging to life with a gunshot wound to the head. Well, this morning, she's out of the hospital, a major milestone in her recovery. CBS News correspondent Don Teague in Houston with the latest on this story for us this morning. Don, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. This happened rather quickly and quietly. Gabrielle Giffords, as you say, is now out of the hospital, staying at her husband Mark Kelly's home here in Houston. But her recovery does still have a long way to go.
It was just 4 days ago that the world caught its first glimpse of Gabrielle Giffords' face since that awful January day when 6 people were killed and Giffords lay gravely wounded. And now, word she's leaving the hospital.
The Congresswoman is elated. This is a major step in her recovery, and she's feeling very good about it, needless to say.
As Tucson continues to mourn the victims, Giffords' remarkable recovery is a source of inspiration for people like Susan Heilman. She brought 9-year-old Christina Taylor Greene to see her congresswoman. Both were shot. Christina died, but now Susan sees hope in looking to Giffords.
If anybody's going to do well after the tremendous injury that she had, it would be Gabby. Look at that smile. She'll be back. Have confidence.
Confidence is something those around Giffords have expressed repeatedly, even back in January, as she lay unable to speak, barely able to communicate, touching her husband, astronaut Mark Kelly's hand.
She'll be walking, talking, and in 2 months you'll see her walking through the front door of this building.
It's been much longer than 2 months. 5 months have now passed, and even though Giffords attended the recent launch of the shuttle Endeavour, commanded by her husband, she still struggles to speak, according to her colleagues and friends. But slow progress is still progress. And with this latest news,
it's going to be a significant boost to her abilities and her morale to be able to go home every day.
Well, Giffords will have 24-hour medical care at home, but doctors say physically she's doing very well. Chris?
Don, now that she is actually headed home to Mark's home in there in Houston, does that change anything for her from a medical standpoint?
Well, yes and no. It doesn't change the fact that she'll be undergoing intensive physical therapy on a daily basis right here. In fact, she's looking at hours of that with the same medical team she has had. She will now get to experience the joys of Houston traffic every day and the other little bits of normal life, which is very positive for her, despite what you might think about traffic. You know, getting out of a hospital and back into a home environment is very important. The question doctors have now is how well all of this helps her brain function, which is what they're continuing to work on at this point.
Much easier for everybody to be there on an outpatient standpoint. Don Teague in Houston for us. Don, thank you very much.